episodes whenever we have them, or not. I don't know.
Dude, what is this? I'm sorry. Say again.
Like we could start this thing where we could say, hey, if you ever see us at a con, give us your card, and we'll give you a shout out on the air, just like they do on Diamond Time, and but you register with them online. But I mean, I can just say like, hey, I got Aaron Fleury from a card game, Jack a whatever, you know.
What?
I fucking cards. I can just read the cards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stupid ass me, because I'm thinking about what we did at BaltiCon. I'm thinking cards like as in Cupid Death cards. I was totally off. I was not in the same planet as you just now. Wow. Speaking of things from other planets, what's up, Adrian? I got your mug on my screen.
Remember, he's hand cranking his internet. Hold on.
Hey, there's Brian. Brian.
What? Did you start the show technically cold intro?
Yeah, we already started. I haven't run the intro yet. I'll run it in a minute.
Let me see.
Oh, I gotta see the new background at the Old Vera Doom Cave of Destruction.
Doom Cave of Destruction.
Hey, Brian, you are a little hot. Do you have a volume control?
Hold on. Let me see.
And I just wanted to make sure I adjusted my volumes a little bit. Am I hot or am I not?
You seem okay.
I'm not hot.
I'm not hot.
No, you're not.
I got an idea.
Make yourself a cookie and be happy.
Let me turn it down. Maybe my volume's up too high. That's all. Maybe that's what it is.
Shut up, half face.
Maybe, Mike, maybe you're a little low. Maybe that's what the problem is.
I could get a little hot. I could get all up on it like this. You like that?
Just crank your volume up a little bit. I think you're a little low.
Okay.
Hey guys, I mean, how does Mike sound compared to me?
You guys sound fine.
I sound good too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, you sound like crap.
How do I sound?
Granny Esther, is that you?
Mom?
All right, good. Everybody, we're here. I hope we all sound good. You guys hear me and Mike pretty well, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right then, everybody. Shut up for a minute. I'll run the opener. Everybody who's watching.
Okay.
What?
I was gonna say while we start the show, if anyone is listening to the feed, if you hear me and I sound or anyone sounds low, then just post it on the YouTube feed, and Adrian will be there to pick up the comment and let us know. Right?
All right. All right, everybody. This is our review of BaltiCon.
It's the MythWits, a geek pop culture web series, broadcast live for video and audio podcasts. Watch us live at mythwits.com and find us on YouTube and iTunes, bringing you news and reviews about geek pop culture. We have comedy skits, play nerd-tastic games, and provide extensive on-location con coverage. And now, your hosts.
Hello, and it's another exciting episode of the MythWits. This episode, we're going to be talking about BaltiCon, but before we get started with that, remember this show is not safe for work. If you should have sensitive ears or don't like rude and lewd comments, please either don't listen to it or listen to it at another time.
Hey, Pete.
Yes, sir.
I know this show is safe for BaltiCon.
Right.
BaltiCon may be not safe for this show, but this show is safe for BaltiCon. Now, what I do need to know is this show safe for a pre-show shit?
A pre-show? Yes, and you and I both had one of those.
I feel good.
Yeah. we would like in sync. We would like.
I'm lighting the loafers.
So anyway, these are my co-hosts, as rude and crude and lewd as they ever were. Mike Kafis.
What's that?
Brian Olvera.
Hey guys.
Hey, and Adrian Perez.
Hi, I'm Shrek.
Hi, I'm Shrek. You got Brian. Please explain to us, because for anyone listening on audio, they could care less or know less. But you are broadcasting from a new location, a new cave of doom. Please tell us about that.
Well, I'm in a new Fortress of Solitude. It's actually pretty nice. We're not entirely done moving into the new apartment, but
Brian, what are you doing under my house?
all of a sudden you hear a knock on the door.
And from the other side of the door, you hear, "Don't go in the basement."
I'm podcasting.
And then you realize that's really weird. I don't have a basement.
Do I?
It's like, damn it! It's like okay, who messed with Pinhead's puzzle box?
Right. All right. So Brian, you have new digs.
Yeah, new apartment, second floor. I love this new location. It's not too far from my old place. It's like 2 blocks north. It's very spacious. It's going to be both my office and my bedroom. I mean, and it's got a nice bay window to my left. I'm like right next to my window. So it's like, you know what a bay window is, right?
Yeah. It's a window that explodes and you can't see anything and there's lots of shit flying around it. Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, not a Michael Bay window.
A bay window. What is it like? Just all of a sudden shut down and become a wall and go away or
It's
something?
like, oh, I can't talk.
Can't let light in anymore.
All right. Anyway, okay, yes, you got a nice well-lit bay window.
Well, yeah, and very spacious. And I even got a walk-in closet to do some of the recording projects there.
Nice.
Nice little mini shelf, and the pizza guy's here. Kick ass. Anyways,
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Gotta go.
Kick ass, pizza guy.
hey, I had to christen the new digs with Domino's.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, new bookshelf, everything's nice and set up, so looking forward to doing some fun little projects for the MythWits here in this new location.
You got a lot of reverberation in there, a lot of acoustics to
It's got
overcome.
good sound. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be working on that later on. Like I said, we're still moving in.
No, I like it. I like it. Gives you a nice deep, resonation.
He doesn't know anything about sound, Brian. It's okay. Just say, okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I know nothing about sound.
Oh, not you. I was talking about someone else.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what
Hey,
you're doing.
what,
Actually, I'm looking on YouTube right now. We look really good.
Yeah.
Really good quality.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yep.
Except one thing.
that's strange because your internet's working, Adrian. Holy shit. It is
Yeah,
definitely going to snow in Baltimore today.
Touchdown.
Well, actually, this is the only day it's not raining in Texas, and it's gonna rain all week.
Well, it rained this morning for a little bit while I was moving.
Well, thanks for pooping on my
Yeah, bitch.
Nothing like
Pooping on your.
parade.
I was gonna say. Well, he never finished. I'm like, pooping on your what, Adrian?
on my bed.
Because
It was a parade.
I was gonna say because first of all, that's a lot of surface area to poop on.
Whoa.
Oh,
man.
I love it. Never mind. I don't like a parade anymore.
Oh, but we just need to get a clip of Futurama when they're talking about parade dates. I remember when I was a boy, we had a parade every day. Those were dark times.
My day, we got pooped on in parades, and we liked it.
I love a parade. All those young men marching down the road in their tight little uniforms.
And crash and burn.
All right, so
I think we just hit it. I think we just hit an orphanage.
No, not yet. It's too soon. Hey, Pete.
yes, sir.
I don't know. I had a very busy weekend. How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty fucking busy.
Wow.
Mike and I went to BaltiCon this weekend. But Mike, I have something that I wanted to share with the group. I got some footage from Godzilla. He went to his own movie. You see?
Oh.
Yes, he did.
No.
He did.
I'm sensing it.
That's strange. Godzilla went to his own movie?
Yeah.
Well, of
Is that
course.
possible?
So
Was
hold
it?
on, let me-
Oh, that's right. I guess it was. What is that called? That would be. Oh God.
Godzilla?
What is the big screen? Jesus, I'm like losing it.
Oh,
out.
IMAX?
Yeah, it must have been an IMAX.
Yeah, it would have had to have been.
Well, man, the guy's been on a 10-year hiatus. Of course, he kind of earned it. So.
Right. So, anyway, Mike, do you have that ready?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so hold on, give me 1 second. Let me do this and that And then this.
Wow, Mike, you're actually prepared.
All right.
No, I'm a good staller though. I was like, oh shit, he did send me the video. Like, oh.
All right. So hold on. Give me 1 second here. Let me do this. Come on now.
And I can do this.
What's that? Is Peter not prepared?
No, I'm
Mike
prepared.
was prepared for the first time.
I'm prepared. Let her rip, brother. Let her rip.
Let her rip.
Yeah, let it go.
Right. I'll also push this play button while I let it rip.
Godzilla here for the...
Wait a minute, we just lost somebody.
What? We can't lose Brian. That's a very.
I know.
He's got to be here for that one.
Come on, Brian. All right, here we go, Brian. Sorry, I stopped it right in the nick of time.
All right,
here we go.
rewind it. Okay. All right, go.
Yeah, here we go. All right, and don't go anywhere, Brian. Stay.
Godzilla here for the MythWits and Indie RPG at the movies. Tonight we're going to watch, well, my movie Godzilla. So, in the meantime, y'all sit back and get your popcorn and have some fun, because this is what we're doing tonight. Go watch my movie, Godzilla.
All right, that's it. It's just a little quickie. Godzilla.
Yeah.
Just, hopefully we'll get a report from Godzilla after, later when it's all over with.
Wow, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
What's that?
But that video left me wanting more.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, Jay, I want more.
All right, so we're gonna have
That's it?
It's a first. This is like an episode of firsts.
So what I'll do is I'll make sure that Godzilla gives a good review on his movie, and we'll put that up as one of our extra episodes, as one of our because I don't know if the fans know this or not, if you've been keeping up, but this is our last official show with us and doing our thing until the first week of July.
We're going on a hiatus.
Now, we're still going to be putting videos up, so it's just not going to be our regular show for 4 episodes.
It's con season, folks.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back like the Rolling Stones, all old and go in a different concert.
We all look like we escaped from Jurassic Park, so we're all like Mick Jagger.
All right, so hold on. Let's drop some shit here while we're talking about this. So when we come back, we're coming back like a fucking wrecking ball, and not like a Miley Cyrus wrecking ball, but like...
Hold on, I need a hammer to lick.
Lick your hammer. I got a hammer for you to lick. So, no.
Wait a minute. Here's the geek one.
So,
Like 2 D20s right here.
right.
Oh no, I ain't looking at that.
All right. So anyway, look. So we're coming back. We're coming back with a vengeance. We have our first episode.
Hold on. I got a cow.
Oh, he's
Oh.
licking the cow.
I've heard of cow tipping, but cow licking?
Do I have? All right, come on. I can play this game. I got a
It's a Minecraft cow.
All right. Well, my daughter gave me a littlest pet shop
Oh, and you are gonna lick it. That
to
is
keep
just
my office.
So. Oh,
I think
God.
I think I'm seeing colors.
All right, Brian, your turn. Lick that Godzilla.
All right, so
Okay.
anyway, oh shit! All right, here we go. All right, so anyway, while he's getting his Godzilla, we're coming back with Gygax with oh damn it! Now I'm gonna freeze up.
Oh, you mean is it Jonathan? No.
Damn it.
Okay, it's okay. He's
It's on the tip of my tongue and it froze right there. But anyway, Jason.
You're welcome.
Jason Elliott. Sorry.
Elliott, yes.
Jason Elliott of Gygax Magazine is going to come on, and we're going to talk. I know we've had a lot of people on, and we've mentioned Gygax Magazine, people who've done some stuff for it, but this is the guy that really got the ball rolling. He's going to talk about where it is and where it's going and all that kind of stuff. Plus, he's been in gaming forever. I mean, he's a really cool dude. It's going to be a good show. Then
Hey,
after
would you say he puts the guy in Gygax? He's the guy that puts
he's
the guy.
in Gygax, yes. And then we've got a whole like list of people that we've recruited. Adrian brought us back some contacts from was it Dallas Comic-Con?
Yep.
Okay. A bunch of comic book artists. They are interested in coming on. There's 4 of them, but we're gonna do 4 separate shows, and we're gonna break it up so it's not like comic book guy, comic book guy, comic book guy. But all these guys have worked in the industry and have done mainstream comics, X-Men,
and also they also created the Benton TV show and the Avengers TV show.
Yep. So these guys are they're awesome, and they've I've confirmed with them and their publicist that they will come on. I just don't have dates for them yet. They said get back in touch with them after the break and and make arrangements. So I'm working on that. Jay Libby put me in touch with a guy who's interested in coming on. He's not confirmed yet, but he is one of the guys that helped form the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm excited about this.
Vanilla Ice?
No, no. No, he didn't sing the soundtrack.
Aww.
So when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first started, there were 4 artists who were responsible for putting that comic together, and each one of the turtles represents one of them. He's the one that represents Michelangelo. So,
nice.
So he said he was interested in coming on, but I have not confirmed it yet. I'm working on that right now. Then we have a bunch of guests from BaltiCon that we recruited. We do have we don't have a date for it yet, but we have confirmed that Scott Sigler and A. Kovacs will be on this show.
Nice.
Who else?
And I was able to get in Scott Sigler to sit down and answer some Cuba Death questions for our Cuba Death segment that we're going to work on. So
do you want to talk about that now, Mike? You just want to, because that's all the guest stuff that I can talk about right now. What we're going to do in the next coming season is going to be badass, dude. You got a lot of really good guests. I mean, some good authors, some people you may not have heard of, but you should have if you read books. At all these guys are what's happening in new media.
That's just the East Coast. I mean, we still got.
Don't forget about me and Brian. We're going to A-Fest, Screw Attack, and
Screw Attack.
Yeah. Well, I know you guys are. I don't want to talk about any of that yet because you haven't actually
we're
done it yet.
From that too, so.
But I'm sure they're gonna. Yeah, Brian and Adrian are gonna be bringing in more people, so it's gonna be badass.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just a plug that and those are just the folks from the East Coast cons, And then
we're not going to BaltiCon. We're going to A-Con.
Right, A-Con.
Yeah, well, we're going to Dragon Con, bitches.
Right, and then exactly. And then when we go to Dragon Con, we're gonna be hitting up more stuff. So I mean,
we're not gonna be broke.
This shit's gonna be badass. Our guests are gonna continue to escalate, I'm sure. So this, stay here, stay tuned.
Hopefully, Stan Lee doesn't die in a year. That way, we'll be able to interview him.
Oh fuck, I would love to get Stan Lee. We could. I bet we could. In time. Give us.
Wait, knock on wood. That way he won't.
I think.
Don't jinx it.
I think if we, and Adrian, you just tell me if you're a little uncomfortable with this, but if we play that kind of, Make-A-Wish Foundation thing.
Oh God!
I might be willing to do it. I'm just saying that's our best angle for getting.
That's like the sequel to The Ringer.
Hold on.
Start pulling your weight, bitch.
Hold on. You're talking to somebody that cuts lines.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right. Oh shit. Oh my
Don't
God.
say pulling his own weight because I've had to pull his weight before.
Get back at me in a week.
All right. So anyway, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the 2 games that we collected a shit ton of material for. The 2 fucking awesome games that we're going to be running during this season. The second half of this season.
Well, if you've tuned in from last week's episode, you will know that we did sort of just a little taste of the Family Feud-ish. I don't know what we're going to call this, Geekly Feud or just MythWit Feud or something like that, but. We are in the process of surveying, at least halfway done surveying, 100 geeks worth 21 questions, and even have discovered even more questions to ask thanks to Pete's doing. And I don't care about plagiarizing per se. We made up a lot of our own questions, and we'll steal some more. But anyway, shit ton of stuff where basically we'll have 100 geeks surveyed, and we'll have a top, so many answers are on the board, and then you guys will be able to make a guess as to what the most popular thing that was said in the survey. That's so I call that Survey Says. And
maybe that'll be maybe that'll be the name of the game. Maybe we'll just call it Survey Says.
Copyright.
What do you mean copyright?
Mm.
Is there a game called Survey Says? And are we selling it? We're just playing a game on the internet. It ain't copyright. Anyway, go ahead, Mike.
And if it's a con, people maybe survey smells. Anyway. Oh no, I love you, con people. I love you. I love you. I was adding to that. I know Pete was. God damn.
Oh, I had another moment. We'll get into that.
Okay, so anyway, the next game is kind of cool. I don't know if Pete, you mentioned this maybe in one episode or something, but anyway, I don't know what the name is on Stern's show, but we're gonna have. We've sat down and had interviews asking Cuba Death questions. We actually had 3 sets of questions we asked 3 different groups of people throughout the con when we sat down and got our camera going. And so what you guys will be able to do is you'll see like a baseline of 3 questions answered, and then you'll be able to see whether or not you think that they're going to get the next question right or wrong. I think how we're going to do this is I've been thinking about this. So I think how we're going to do this is each of you will say get like 100 points, and then you will bid points on, you know what, I'm going to go 30 points that he's going to get this one right. So you know what I mean? So we'll see who actually has the amount right or wrong.
It's like a betting pool. The person with the most money at the end wins.
Yep.
All right, that's cool. That works. That's actually how they do it. All right, so this is a bit I stole from Stern. So
that is not how they do it, is it?
Well, they bet real money. They actually bet their real money.
Well, fuck my tards.
No, that's good. I know it works for them, so it should work for us. So basically, what this is a bit from Stern. Now, Stern, I like Stern's a little better, but our show. This is the format that's good for the show. But he basically asks strippers academic questions, and then they kind of get a baseline for how smart the stripper is. And then they go through the next series of questions, and they all bet on whether the stripper's going to get it right or not. And it's funny. I mean, it may not. I don't know how funny you think this sounds right now, but wait till it happens, and it's hilarious because it's like, how the fuck could they know this and not know that? Because you'll lose. Like, I can't believe I lost $25 on this guy. This son of a bitch. He doesn't know what the sport is they play in Harry Potter. Are you fucking kidding me? Right? It'll be that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that should be a fun game, and we didn't just get schlubs. We got some. We recruited some talent for this.
Yes, we also made a lot of cool friends, a lot of people. We'll talk about more in, I guess, any minute now. But
Right.
I guess that's it for the games. Today, though, just as a little hint, we'll be playing Movie Poster Madness Part 2. Remember when I was like, Pete, I was like, yeah, remember when I was at work, I did like all these Photoshops. I have like 20 in the bank. Yeah, the bank is actually the bank, the deposit was made at work. So I happen to have had 4 other ones that I did.
Right.
They're going to be super easy. So, but don't worry, we'll still have fun with it.
We'll dick around with it. Okay, that's cool. All right, so
how are we gonna start this? Should we start? Let's we haven't really talked about how we're gonna talk about this. So let's talk about how we're gonna talk about it.
All right, let's start with, okay, so we got to the con on Friday. I got there a little bit before Mike. I had where did my thingy go? I lost my thingy. Hold on. I got my thingy here.
Have you tried lifting your gut?
Yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch! All right, so
You left yourself open.
I did. Unfortunately, my thingy was hanging out. All right, so okay. So Friday, I did a stop. Go away. I did a panel called
Pizza. Shit.
I did a panel called "Creating Your Universe Without Breaking Natural Laws," which was a gaming / writing panel where we talked about how you would when you're creating a world, creating a sci-fi fantasy world, any kind of thing like that, how to like create fantastical elements without just completely bone in the story because you did something that's scientifically completely inaccurate, and you leave the audience going, you can't do that. And so I sat on that panel. That was pretty good. As a matter of fact,
a couple of good writers on that one.
Yep, one of the writers on that one, we're going to have on the show. He actually wants us to come up to New York and hang out with him there. So I don't know. We may do that, or we may just have him on the show. It all depends. The guy Stephen Porcamo that we want to do a show thing with, the guy who does Dwarven Forge. I was thinking, we go up to New York and maybe we hang out with him and do the other guy, like him one night and the other guy the next night. I don't know when Stephen's going to be back in the country because he is currently in China, overseeing his Kickstarter being made. Apparently, he sold like 1 million pieces worth of his Dwarven Forge. Not a million orders, but like all told, there's like a million pieces that need to be painted. I mean, and like literally a million pieces. And he's overseeing that effort. So I have no fucking idea when he's going to be home. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, why couldn't Rogue Chest explode so much that we could chicken trip to China?
Yeah,
make sure it was printed right now.
Well, because he's
good for him. Good on him.
Dude, he's been in business forever. Everybody knows. Yeah. All the big gamers know. Dwarven Forge. So he had a name. He had something to bank off of, which is good. Maybe one day I'll have that. So that was a pretty decent panel, and I think I have videotape of that one. I'm pretty sure I do. So that'll be an extra video episode that I'll put up. It was a pretty good. It was a pretty good panel. I didn't record all of them because not all of them are worth recording. And then, the next panel I did was a little later in the evening, and Mike was there for this one. It was called "Getting the Most Out of Google Plus and Hangouts." And basically, I talked about our show nonstop on that one because that's pretty much what we do, Google Hangouts, and talked about the live streaming and how we do it for our podcast and everything. That went over really well. People were very interested in what we were doing. Turns out that even amongst like the podcasters and other people who do this, who have bigger podcast shows, we're like, damn, you guys are cutting edge. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's humbling.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool. I mean, that people were genuinely interested. Like, I had one guy come to me who's been podcasting for 6 or 7 years, and he's he's pretty popular. He's a writer. He's a pretty popular writer. Another guy I want to have on the show, and he was just he was asking me about advice about how to do it because he wants to start doing stuff like that. So that was cool. It was really neat.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool. We learned a lot. I forgot to ask Nicole Gallucci about this, but she said there may be a way we can get a more kind of a better chat room thing going. Remember, she said Google has this thing that is more of a chatty.
Yeah, now the problem with that is, okay, so we do a Google Hangout, and there's Google Hangouts on air, and they're two different things, which is weird to me, and we're not doing that. We're not doing the Hangouts on air. No. But we can't do that with the pre-set up shows. Or maybe we can, and I don't know how to do it. This is how we do it. This is how I know how to do it.
I have an idea. We can look into it while we're on our hiatus.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the hiatus. The fact that we're taking the month off is so that we can reassess where we are and the things that we're doing, make improvements, do all the things that we've been wanting to do behind the scenes, maybe cut a bit or two that we've been talking about that we've been wanting to do, get these games together that we want to do. And I want to play with, I know, Mike, you're not excited about it, but I think it's going to work. Hopefully it will. If it doesn't, we won't use it. But I want to try SlideShare for the games because it gives you a definitive space on the screen. Anyway, that's in the weeds.
Okay.
But shit like that.
Hey, how about we talk about that when we...
Yeah, shit like that. All right, so then Friday night, Mike and I then hung out with all the peoples there.
The folks.
And then I proceeded
Wait, there were people there?
Yeah, there was a few. There was at least two. Okay. And I managed to drink myself into a really nice hangover the next day.
Oh, good. I was hoping you were going to say that because you were like, "Oh yeah, we hung out with some people." Oh, can I give my view? Pete got shit faced, and
yeah, I might have had a couple beers. Yeah.
He started with
So you pulled an Adrian.
Oh yeah.
He started with
10 in the morning.
Oh, this is the best place. If you're not here,
no, we didn't do that.
You're missing it.
No, we didn't do that.
How do you know?
Because we didn't record that. I know I haven't forgotten. I didn't drink that much.
I know what you said.
I was fucking hurting the next day though. So I had I forget, what was my next panel? So my next panel was the next day, and that one was at 1:30, and I made it just in time for it. So
let me guess, you made best friends with the toilet?
No. Actually, no. I didn't do that.
No, I do.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that drunk. I got drunk enough to have a nice hangover, but I didn't get sick.
Adrian, come on, man. A toilet. I think you can make friends with a bidet.
Oh, could you imagine?
You can make friends with a sink. Shoot for the stars, buddy. All they're gonna say is no.
Dude, that would be such an awesome fucking scene in a movie. The guy's in France. He's drunk and he goes in the bathroom to throw up. He bends over the bidet and starts shooting him in the face. He's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
Nice.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
You're giving me ideas.
Oh. Hey,
All right, I think we're gonna do that.
Hey, I'll give either one of you guys $25 if you get a hotel and it has a bidet in it and you shoot that scene.
Okay, I'll do it.
Shoot that
Don't,
scene.
don't doubt us. We'll do it.
No, I
will
don't.
do
I
it.
hope you will. I think it'd be fucking awesome. It'd be so funny. All right. God damn it! Stop.
I don't think there's one like that in.
Usually don't. Hotels usually don't have bidets. It'd be funny though. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Pete,
Yeah.
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How would you describe, like overall, BaltiCon is a blank kind of con, as opposed to say,
it's. Oh, I know what it is. It's It's because it's put on by the Science Fiction and Fantasy, a Baltimore convention, or it's a group. What do you call it? It's a science fiction. It's more of a literary convention. So it's more about books. That's why you get a lot of authors there, and that's why new media is so big there, because the people are doing podcasting and stuff. The vast majority of them are podcasting their novels. So
right.
it's a literary con. It's more about books and stuff. Now they do have a shitty, tiny, little crappy fucking game room, which is worthless. The gaming there is just it's pointless.
Right. And somebody was saying that you'd be better off, because we were talking to even a bunch of people going, yeah, we ought to get the gaming track here off the ground and da-da-da-da, because it's like below ground, and someone was like,
It's
we
like,
don't
nope.
want to do that because this is a literary conference, and you're gonna scare them all off, and it'll take over. And I was like, well, I don't know. I guess I could respect that it could go out of hand, but then again, you could also attract more people that like books and like to role play.
This
Yeah.
reminds me of a quote from a Patton Oswalt stand-up special about people's beliefs and opinions. You never respect someone's beliefs or opinions because that's how we get in trouble. You acknowledge what they believe, and then you have the right to say, that is fucking stupid.
Right. So, I don't know. Anyway, the problem with that is if I mention that to anyone, if I say that to anybody that's, with BaltiCon, their asses will try to recruit me to do, oh, well, then I guess you want to do it. I'm like, no, I don't have time for that.
Much work.
I could.
What we do need to do, Pete, is
What's
as soon as you can, you need to get a hold of that guy again. Maybe even talk about, hey, when their little enclave meets,
Yep.
and to discuss things, like I guess as a board, maybe we should be there to pitch our idea in front of them, because you were talking about before about maybe doing Cube of Death, and we were talking about doing our little MythWits talk show kind of a thing to
Right.
meet the authors and meet the panels and panelists and stuff. I think we should pursue that and really get in their face about it, because if you just go, hey, I'd like to talk to you about this, and they're never going to call us back, and I'm amped for next year to actually get more kind of attention.
Yeah, we
Right.
want to do. I want to set up like a Johnny Carson type setup where
Oh, that'd be cool.
we sit there and the people come in and they sit down. They get a drink. They sit down and they dun, 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 and we talk and then just go through maybe spend 20 minutes. Not like this show where we fucking talk our asses off. Spend about 20 minutes with the guests. No, it's all of us. I'm Fred. Please.
1,000 pages of crap.
Right. Talk to the guests for about 20 minutes or so, and then cycle them out and go through. So that way, people are coming to the con, if they want to find out about a guest or hear funny stories or whatever, or stuff that they may not get from that guest's appearance. Because when the guest comes, they don't just sit and answer questions and talk about themselves, and what they're stuff that they're doing. Generally, they sit on panels and give their opinions about whatever the subject matter is.
Oh yeah, is that they sit on panels and give whatever their subject matter is?
Yeah, well, I'm one of they. I'm just
saying, because occasionally there were panelists who had no idea why or how they got put on certain.
We're gonna get to that. We'll get to that.
All right, before we get to that, then let me go to this. I was very impressed that they were very creative, that they would actually give away paperweights made of paper. I thought it was very cool, and it has art on the front, so that's kind of cool. And you know what? It works, because then I got a fan going in here right now, and if I put that down there, and this big wad of paper holds this paper down.
Oh,
it's pretty cool.
Good, right? Okay.
Wow, it actually worked as advertised.
Hold on a second. Wait. Holy shit, guys!
What?
There's words in here. Oh.
That is a complex paperweight. All right, so anyway,
that con is awesome.
So anyway, yeah, you're it's funny you're making fun of that, but there's a lot of people who like Brandon Sanderson, so they might actually really appreciate this thing that you're pissing
Brandon
all
Sanderson.
over.
It's the book. Look, I'm not saying that this is a bad book at all. I'm not. It was a prop. I swear to God, Brandon, you're awesome. Okay, I have read some of your book. All right, I promise you.
The first 3 of the things.
Random page.
You're right. Right.
Anyway,
so then
now I feel bad. Brandon Sanderson's awesome. Stop. I wasn't going there.
So then the next day, Saturday, I did a recipe for making an effective game master, and that was a fucking shit show.
Oh, how come?
All right, so.
Oh, be careful.
Story time.
Yeah.
Be careful.
So it was me and this other guy were the game masters who were worthwhile, and then they bring in this other guy who's always on. He always comes to the show, right? And he's always on the gaming panels. Now, he's an older guy, and he talks way too much. Like when it comes to him and it's his turn to talk, he'll talk for like 10 minutes, and not really say much, say the same thing, and he repeats himself throughout the fucking panel. So it's just like, dude, come on. But what made it interesting, he actually, as far as I'm concerned, he redeemed his entertainment value.
Hey, tell me a joke.
By cracking a fucking Polish joke, right? And
what is this, like 1985 or something?
No, it's even better. It's even better because the other panelist was Polish.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking awesome. And I'm sitting in the middle, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was cracking up because I'm just like, did you really do that? Are you really doing this? And then he tried to backpedal it, right? It's like, well, my father, it's just my father's from an older time, and we just used to tell those jokes around the house all the time. It's like, yeah, that makes it better. It's like, so you're a generational racist.
Wow. You're definitely showing your age, good sir.
Yeah, I know. I even said that at the panel. I was like, I don't even think I've heard a Polak joke in 20 years. Who the fuck tells Polak jokes? Oh my God. So yeah, that was something else.
So what was the joke?
Oh, it was something about a Polish. He's like, so if my players are they're sitting in a Polish mine detector. Right, and apparently the Polish mine detector is you send in the Polish guy to run into the minefield, and when he hits one, it blows up. Well, I found one, so it's like, I don't know. It's not even a good joke.
No,
but it would
be better with blondes,
Oh yeah, of course. Let's alienate them. So then I did a panel for Kickstarter 101 for game players and designers.
Yeah, you learned a lot, didn't you?
I did. I got schooled. So I'm sitting on the panel thinking I'm gonna fucking say some shit.
Own these motherfuckers.
Because I launched a Kickstarter successfully, and the guy next to me who's like he's never launched. Well, no, he launched a couple for his books, but he's never launched one for a game. But he's helped launch like $2 million worth of Kickstarters, like consulted and stuff like that. And
he owns the largest gaming store in New York.
Yeah, he owns the largest gaming store in New York. Yeah,
like retail store or something. And he was a nice guy.
Yeah. So anyway, he gave me now he didn't disagree with me on too many things. A couple things. There was a couple things I got. They weren't wrong. They just weren't completely right.
I would say what he did was he was discerning the difference between literature Kickstarters and game Kickstarters. And I think he was very respectful by saying, if you're doing a game Kickstarter, that is definitely true. However, and I think that was important, and I think he did a perfectly good job with that. And
no, and it makes sense because he was driving home the fact that if you're going to run a Kickstarter, not all created equal. It depends on what are you kickstarting, because every type of Kickstarter you do targets a different kind of audience that's looking for a different thing and requires different things about it to be successful. And and shipping a book for example, is way different than shipping a game. Yeah, just that kind of stuff. Unless the game is a book. If the game is a book, it's the same thing. But like if you're sending a box set of something, like I did, my cards are in a box, so that's different than shipping a book. So anyway, he just went through that kind of stuff. And we videoed it, but the fucking camera was being a dickhole, and
some fucking bald guy sat down right in back.
No, dude,
camera, and he's like, I honestly, let me tell you what it is.
What's it?
I kind of realized this too. Is that you guys were in a dark enclave behind light that was in between bright lights behind the camera and bright light between you guys, the camera and you guys, that were dark. And that is havoc on the camera's focus.
Right. No, that makes sense. So anyway, the video got dicked about halfway through, and there's like a third of the video that's basically unwatchable. So I think I have a way, Mike. I think I have a way to keep the audio from it, because the audio is fine. I think what I might do is pull the audio out of that and give it to Ben Gerber, because his Troll in the Corner, they do a lot. They have this whole series called Kick the Box, which is about Kickstarters. That might be something he might want to run, put in his stream on his podcast, so he can just run that as advice for how to do a Kickstarter.
Yeah, why not?
And then that way, we don't lose it, and we can hit his audience and maybe get some.
He could say, "Hey, Pete from the MythWits,
exactly.
gave us this, and I want to check them out. MythWits.com."
Right, exactly. So I'm thinking we could salvage that. Hopefully, if he agrees to it. He's a pretty good guy. There's a very good chance he'll do that. So that was pretty good. And he also gave me some tips for getting a distributor. Although after talking to him, Mike, I talked to what the fuck else was I talking? I was talking to Ken. Lumpy. I was talking to Lumpy, and he. No, it's his nickname. It's his self-appointed nickname too.
Wow.
Wait a minute. And the reason why he has the nickname is because he has these lumps, these like bone growths on his head.
Wow.
No, yeah,
they look like horns. It's cool. Yeah.
Kind of. No, but he's a cool dude. No, Ken is a fucking total cool dude.
I liked him.
I like Ken a lot.
I identify with him.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
A lot.
We're not going to go into that.
No, we're not. But I'm just saying, we are brothers from other mothers.
So Ken was telling me that there's ways to actually get into like Walmart's distribution. They actually have a mechanism for trying a product locally, and if it works, if you can get in, you fill out the paperwork, of course, and if they think it's something they might be able to sell and it works on a local level, they'll actually run it up the chain and run it throughout their stores. So I'm thinking about maybe trying that. He's like, and a lot of stores do that. So I'm like, oh well, maybe that's another avenue. Anyway, and Saturday night we hung out with Ken. We went to a rave, baby, or whatever the fuck you want to call that. It was a cool little party. The party we went to with the DJ and
I'm just saying that was a rave.
Well, I'm just sure.
I don't know, man. I've been to some raves.
No, Brian, it was a party with a DJ.
So it was a shindig.
Yeah, it was a thing. It was all right. I mean, it's the first year that they've done that, so it was okay. And the BaltiCon people are not. How can I put this? They're not the partying type as much as some place we would say like Dragon Con, or it's not a big giant con, and there's not a shit ton of young people that go to it. So something like a rave, like where you go to like Dallas Comic Con, you're not getting a group of people that you could actually run a full on rave with. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was cool. I mean, look, I don't want to dog it. It was free. It was he played decent music. People were having a good time. It was fun. It was nice.
I got I went around asking a lot of drunk people questions. When you're asking drunk people 21 survey questions, you get about 10 in, and then they're gone, and you're like, all right, I'll talk to you later.
But and if because it was done by Alex White, and Alex White is one of the other guys that works with Stephen Grenade on the disaster piece, The 8 Tree. So if you're watching this, I'm not dogging your party. You did a great job. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. It was cool. We had a good time.
Oh, you know what the problem is, and it has nothing to do with them. It's all that food that they always serve.
Oh God, don't eat that shit. Oh my God.
Do not eat the food at cons.
All right, so Ken Lumpy, he's telling me He's telling me that his favorite thing is to hang out in that con suite because
Oh no! All I have to hear is bad food and con suite, and I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting like Vietnam flashbacks.
Right. So Brian, at the cons you've been to where they've had like a con suite like that where it's free, people can come in and they have food sitting out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people just reach in the bowl and they double dip and they triple dip. And
As they're walking up, they're picking their ass, and then they reach around and go grab something out of the bowl.
Right. And Ken is not rolling in cash. I mean, that's how I'm going to put this. So Ken, I think he likes to go there so he can, he can get some food, get some nosh on. So what he does is when he arrives, the only time he'll eat anything is when they first put it out. So if there's a bag of chips there that they open, he'll go get some chips. But once he leaves that bag, he's done. He's not going back to it.
That's
Smart man.
He said he watched some guy. He goes into the bowl of dip, right? And he puts his chip in and he puts it in his mouth. And he's like, I don't know what was wrong with the dip, but the guy spit it back out into the bowl and walked away. So he said the con suite. He said he could sit there all day. It's like his treat. Oh, I was like, God damn, it's funny. Ken is a bad.
That's why I always buy a bucket of chicken for myself and don't walk around.
Bucket of chicken.
Thank God some of the cons I go to, they will make they will prepare stuff on the fly for you. They'll have like PB&J and whatnot.
Oh, they have that, but that's where you have to buy it.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you can be an industry guest and you can get into the green room, but
that's a good chowder there.
Gen Pop food. Ugh.
All right, so that was Saturday, and then. And we basically hung out there. I mean, what did we do? We went back to the bar for a little while after that, but there really wasn't a whole lot. We just kind of hung out.
Got something to eat, and that was it.
I did not drink Saturday night at all. The only thing I had was a little touch of. No, I'm serious. No, I didn't. Had a little touch of gin, of Benjamin's gin. Just a little bit. I hate gin. Oh, it was awful.
Oh, Benny Press.
Yes, Ben Press.
God bless you, Benny.
So. Then it was Sunday, which was our last day there, and that was when we did most of our work of like gathering information and stuff. I mean, we started on Saturday night. Mike was working it, man. He was surveying people, but man, you take 21 questions. He's trying to get 100 people's input. That's 2,100 answers. So that's a lot of work. Yeah. I think about a third of the way through.
Yes, I got about a third of the way through, and we're gonna post it online. Hopefully within. Maybe within a week. That one you found, that other survey you found was from SurveyMonkey, right?
Yeah, we can do SurveyMonkey, or dude, if you want to, you can just do it on Studio187.com. I can set up a forms thing, and when they're finished and they hit submit, it'll send an email to you. So
that's fine.
You want to do that? We could do that because that way you can just cut and paste.
You know what I like about SurveyMonkey?
What's that?
After that, you can start tallying and playing with the results and stuff too.
If you want to do SurveyMonkey, do SurveyMonkey. That's fine. I don't care.
Whatever.
I don't care either way. All right, so then.
I don't care. So
Sunday was our last day there. We didn't do today, and that was what to do after recording your podcast, and that was an awesome panel. I wish I had recorded that one, but I don't know what we would do with that. I mean, our podcast is not really in the business of teaching people how to edit podcasts, so I don't really know that would have any value for our show. But
did you say edit?
Yeah. Well, we don't edit.
As in, like, if you were to make a mistake, then you go back and take that mistake out.
Yes.
Yeah, then we would go back and take out Mike.
People do that?
Yes.
People take out the... You told me we just let the mistakes go, we roll with it.
Well, we do.
That was what everybody does.
We do. No, not everybody. Most people don't.
No, not everybody. Oh, we're special.
Right, I'm with Beton. So anyway,
we're unique.
So but I do.
I outbid myself on the movie draft.
so oh god. So on the TriTac podcast, the other one I do on Wednesday nights, That one I have edited a bunch of those shows, so I talked about the process that we do for that, and
Yeah.
it was good. It was good, dude. I got a lot of good information from them. They actually sent me a couple websites to look at for things other than editing, like other things you can do for your podcast, for streaming stuff, and I'll get with you guys later on that when I look them. I'm going to go look them up and see if they're worth anything, but
Cool.
but they seem pretty cool. And a guy who's a professional audio and video engineer. He and I were talking. Mike, that's the guy I was talking to when you came up, the guy in the suit.
Yes. Is that John Taylor Williams?
Sure, I don't know. Let me see his card. Is it green? Yep, that's him. He and I were talking. He's like, dude, you have any questions, you just contact me. He's like, I can tell you how to, do technical shit. So, and apparently he's been doing it forever. So and he was talking, he's like blah 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 about this encoding and that encoding and out to this format and blah blah blah. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like, whew. So he's a good resource. Maybe he'll give me a hand with some stuff.
He was like, I like podcasts.
So then that was it. And then Sunday night we hung out. We did some drinking and stuff. They they close the bar a little early on Sundays. We hung out and did our last hangout with everybody. Mike interviewed a bunch of people for the game shows, and that was it. And that was BaltiCon.
Oh, hold on.
What's that?
First, I want to give a shout out to Timo. That's T Mars, but everyone knows that I call him Timo.
Mhm.
Even he does now. For that awesome cookout.
Cookout! Fuck! How did we
we
forget the
did the
cookout? Yeah.
I didn't.
Shame.
All right, so Mike, go ahead. Tell us about the cookout.
Yeah, so we went to the cookout. T Mars is in he was staying at this overflow type hotel, but the cool thing about that hotel, and I think that he actually gets it because of this, is
Yes.
there is this big barbecue patio area, and you can reserve it. So he did. It was BYOMEAT, and so you
So I
bring your
brought my meat.
Yeah, we brought our meat and then we slapped it on a grill, and everyone's sharing their meat. We had Ben,
Press.
Jesus Christ, just say Ben Press. He actually went hunting, killed his own deer, brought the meat, and actually seasoned it and cooked it. It was like I think the most tastiest deer meat I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, it was good. Good.
Yeah.
So thank you,
Just
Ben.
A lot
That was
of
awesome.
people there hanging out. Yep. A lot of people hanging out, just having a good time, drinking and talking. Just made a lot of contacts then. It's fun. Pete, to his credit, made the you sent them to those two, right? They saw the cards for the MythWits cards, right?
Who's that? What?
You sent them the cards, right? The MythWits cards.
Oh yeah, Adrian.
Yeah,
Did you get your cards, Adrian? Adrian? Did you
He
get your
said
cards? No.
Not yet.
All right.
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Hopefully.
It's Memorial Day, remember?
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, that's right. Post office doesn't work on Monday.
So these cards are really cool. So I mean, I became less and less inhibited as the weekend went on, but I started handing out cards, just pushing the show. So hopefully we can get some listeners. People will go home, and probably not today, being a holiday, obviously.
Right.
There's only 3 people watching our feed right now, which is cool, but still. Is this
3
live,
people.
bro?
I'm one of them.
Yes, Triple C, and I'm one of them, so there's another one. Triple C Pros. Is this live, bro? Yeah, Triple C. Anyway, what was I going to say? So, just meeting people at that party, and the other thing I wanted to say was something else, but I don't remember, so just I'll pop in a minute. Go ahead, Pete. What?
Okay, I don't know. I was gonna pull out one of my cards, but hold on, give me a second here. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So now I have to remember what the frill I was gonna
All
say.
right.
Oh, and he's back. Good. Okay.
How do you like that? So here's the cards. Here's the front. I
Sweet.
think they're pretty sweet.
Nice.
Here's the back. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit.
Oh, look at that handsome, scratchy, scruffy guy in there. Ah,
So that's the cards.
look at that.
Wait a minute. Here's a flashback. You remember this? Oh, long way.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Memories.
dun. Right. So anyway, yeah. So that was it, and yeah, again, thanks T Mars. Fucking awesome cookout. That was great. That was the start of my drunken night, by the way. Started drinking those apple ciders. Right, which you see me drinking on the show a lot of time.
It begins.
So I mean that was BaltiCon. I mean BaltiCon was a good time.
Yeah.
got to hang out with all our favorite people. Paul Cooley was there. Oh, I bought a copy of The Street. I got my paper copy of The Street. And
Paul was talking about it over the weekend. Yeah.
And then we hooked up with Scott and A, of course.
That was fun.
Steve, we met Steven. Oh, Steven. Oh God, should we tell Steven's story?
Which one? Steven.
Grenade.
Oh. He had a trip up, had a little fall, but the good news is he was wearing an Adidas jogging suit. The jogging suit is perfectly fine.
Yeah, no scuff marks on the jogging suit.
Steven, however, dislocated his arm and has a scrappy dapped up face.
Poor Steven.
Yeah,
and he wasn't drinking.
Yeah, he was not even drunk at all. We were like, Steve, we'd like to get you on to ask you some questions and be on the game. And he's like, I kind of look like crap. I don't know. I was like, all right, we'll Skype with you later.
Right.
Skype. Come on, we'll do that thing where you only see this side of your face.
It's like, who cares if you look like Tom Cruise from Vanilla Sky?
Right.
Who cares if it looks like you get hit by a... Can I say it?
Good.
Grenade!
So anyway, yeah, so we hung out. Yeah. All right, with that, hey, what's our next segment? That was BaltiCon. Yay. Good times. Success.
What do you want to do?
You want to do movie draft? Are you ready for that?
I
am actually.
What's that? Brian?
Yeah, I don't know, just a couple little movie-related tidbits to share.
Okay. Do we want to
Since it's our last news segment for the time being.
You want to do the news now?
Yeah, it's just a couple. It's just like three
sure.
things that I thought were kind of noteworthy for people to know about. So we all know that the Ant-Man movie was in production. It was finally getting worked on. Mike Douglas was going to be in it. Paul Rudd was going to be in it. Unfortunately, due to creative differences between Marvel and the director, Edgar Wright dropped out of the movie a couple days ago.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I believe Marvel said they already had another guy waiting to direct it. So, I mean, Marvel's got it covered.
Hey, Brian, can I go to a tiny little rant real quick? So I was reading about this on Movie Plot, I think it was, or Movie Pilot. It's one of the Facebook, but it's one of those geek news websites or whatever. And one of the comments, never read the comments, people. Don't ever read the comments.
That's venom on a screen.
But I did. And one of the guys said, he says, yeah, well, since I work for a living and this is not going to affect my life, I really don't give a shit. And the first thought that came to my mind is, you went to a website that talks about movies, so you took the time to go to a site, so you obviously give a fuck, you asshole, and you're just trying to be smug and throw your dick on this conversation. And I was just like, if I was in a room with you, I'd punch you in your balls. Anyway, go ahead.
punch him square in the doot.
Right. Oh,
square in the taint.
Right. I was just like, you're just being an asshole. That's what you're being. That's.
See, when it comes to negative comments, even on the stuff we put on YouTube, I'm just like, you fucking took the time. That's your time wasted, not mine. So who came out on top?
Ignore it.
Well, I know. That's why you never read the comments. I know. Yeah. I get it, but I was just kind of like, really.
Sometimes, but there will be times where sometimes reading the comments are worth it. It's like a little show, like a war. It's like a chess match going on. Right. There are times when they're really cool. So the next thing is Quentin Tarantino is sort of messing around with the idea of making Django Unchained into a miniseries.
Ooh, I like that.
They were talking about the extended cut of the movie, and it's just he wanted to use all the material. Not as much as an endurance, but he wanted to see how it would play out as a mini-series. So that's on the table. Nothing much after that. But he's like, that'd be kind of cool, making a mini-series. And I'd be down for that.
Cool.
Totally down for that.
You know what I'd be down for?
What?
I'd be down for taking other new material he's already written and fucking putting it out, regardless of what everyone else is saying that they have or doesn't have, or spoilers or whatever the fuck. Just fucking put some new shit out.
You know what I'd be down for?
What's that?
A burrito?
A burrito? Yeah.
A taco.
Taco. I'd be down for a taco. God, I would love a taco right now.
Fish taco?
Fish taco.
Chicken taco.
So 2 last things real quick.
Keep the train running, Brian. Keep it running.
It's like, I'll just knock over the drunk conductor and I'll drive the train. So some awesome news and speculations came out about the Pacific Rim sequel.
Okay.
The producer, I believe it's Thomas Tull. Yeah, Thomas Tull or Tull. I say Tool.
Okay.
Because producers are tools. Anyways, they've been talking about a idea that might be a cornerstone of the sequel, and that is a homage to the ever so popular classic Voltron.
Oh, shit.
In which the Jaegers in Pacific Rim will form a big-ass robot.
Oh! Get out of here. That would be good.
Guillermo del Toro is... Guillermo del Toro... What?
Lions. Gonna be lions.
They might not be lions.
Fuck.
It might not be lions. Sadly, but, hey, since it's taking fucking forever to get a Voltron movie, we might as well get this.
That would be cool.
Well, all right, I'll tell you this. What if they did this? They didn't say it was Voltron per se, but the reaction and the drive was like, oh, people really like robots that go together. Then,
Well, here's the thing. We are getting a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot.
We are.
Yep.
Oh, good. I'm.
Well, since you mentioned, because it's Megazords, we all came to see the cheesy ass fight sequences that were filmed and recorded in Japan, and obviously the giant kaiju-esque fight scenes.
Now, when you say we all, can you who are all raise your hands?
What's that? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Those of you who are, he said, we all watched that, and we loved seeing those kaiju-type fights from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Raise your hands.
Oh, sorry.
Those two raised their hands. We did not.
I'm
just saying. For the
I think
audio
it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You crazy kids and your Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you shit.
So I got one last bit of news. With how Godzilla's doing in the box office. Obviously, Legendary already announced it's going to be a trilogy. But the cool thing is the director, Gareth Edwards, he's now getting a lot of work because of this. Disney hired him to direct a Star Wars movie. Because, Disney is now going to do side movies of certain characters. And I'm down with that.
And they haven't said which one yet. Like, people are like, make it Boba Fett, but I don't think I seem to remember somewhere that he's not going to be the one that does Boba Fett.
Well, no, they haven't said anything at all, because there's actually been some speculation that Boba Fett's going to be a series. They're going to do a series on Boba Fett, not a movie. But still, I think that's kind of cool.
Live action or just like a cartoon?
No, live action. Live action Boba Fett series. And I think it's kind of cool because, if you look at this guy's career, not much under his belt. First, it was a $50,000 indie film, and then Godzilla, and now he's doing Star Wars. This director from England is doing well. He's a powerhouse right now because of that movie.
Huh.
And it's just funny because I've been doing a little bit of survey because. Not just because I was a fan of the franchise and of the film, but I really wanted to see if this was a good time to bring back the franchise. I wanted to get a general consensus of what people thought of the movie. And overall, people did enjoy it, and I always find it funny whenever people complain about, the middle of the movie took so friggin' forever, they focused it on the humans, and these were Godzilla fans. People have watched these Godzilla movies. I'm like, do you remember any of the Godzilla movies? That's exactly how they filmed the movies. Literally, this remake and all 29 plus movies were filmed in this structure, almost scene for scene. It's mostly human focused. You don't see any of the sweet action until like the very end.
Sweet action.
Sweet action.
Right.
You don't see the money shots till the end.
Right.
Standard.
Mighty Morphin money shots.
Mighty Morphin money shots. Ooh, that's a cartoon idea.
So, all right. So what's he got? What's the last one? Was that it, or you have one more?
So I got one last one. I thought it was kind of cool. So there was a Kickstarter project called Sabertron, and it's essentially these LARPing lightsabers. And what's cool is it's like laser tag. It'll actually keep score. It'll make a little chime when you keep score. So I thought that was kind of cool, just a little tidbit since we talked about Star Wars a little bit. It recently did get funded. and I just thought it was kind of cool. Let me see if I can find the official page. I wanted to see.
Cool, man. You could like mix it up with laser tag, and you could have like blasters and lightsabers and.
It's like a Flash Gordon arena match or something.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Because I mean, what's interesting is it's still being it got funded, but it's still going on. It's like it's got another 18 days to go. They needed 50 grand for the project, and they're already at 80. So they're 30,000 over the goal. And what's cool is let me see. So I knew the people who were doing it was Level Up, but I had no idea they were based in Austin. That's kind of cool. And I mean, it's kind of cool because obviously you can get the different colors. So far it's just green and red, Jedi and Sith, so obviously. Right. But I always thought that this is a cool idea because now we can actually let some of the sci-fi geeks LARP for fun without risking nailing someone with one of those.
Well, thank God, because I was worried. No, I'm kidding. No, that's good. No, that's good.
We already
that's
talk
good
about those suits, the MMA type suits that you for the weapons too. That's kind of cool to.
The Batman suits, as I call them, the real Batman suits.
Yeah.
But
as opposed to the other ones like the Fat Man suits, you know what I mean?
The big sumo wrestlers.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. I thought that'd be kind of cool to share just some movie news and a neat little thing we're going to see on shelves in toy stores.
Sweet.
All right, cool.
Sweet. So,
all right, I'll tell you what. Why don't we, because we just talked about a bunch of movies and stuff, so you want to hold off on the draft, you want to play the game and then do the movie draft?
Yeah, it's going to be a quick game, right?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too long.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Oh, you know what I wanted to say real quick before we go to that? I wanted to just give a shout out to Brian Gregory because, as you will see, and we talked to him at the party. We had already secured one of our shows is going to be where we kind of do a crossover with his show, and we'll do, what do you call it, like a what was it going to be, a robot?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
that's
you
right.
that?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot all about that, dude. Make a note of that because I totally forgot about that. That's a great one.
I haven't, because I'll be editing that stuff with him, and we'll, like, while we're on hiatus, we'll square that up with him. Because I'm telling you right now, because he does his own show too, he's got that thing. You know what I mean? He's got the timing. He's got all that stuff.
Yeah, he's good.
Even more than we have.
Right.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Brian is very witty. He's quick.
Yeah.
Now he works with robots. That's like one of the things he does. That's part of his job is building robots that go into space and stuff like that. But we're talking about having him and maybe Steven come back on, and then we'll do an all robot episode, and we're gonna get in, and we'll also get into the talking the robot AIs.
How good they've gotten, you mean?
Right. How good they've gotten, and maybe
how would you be able to? What is that called? The prize for
is it the Turing test?
Fully human. Yeah, the Turing test. We'll
see.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have one of our experimentations for the Turing test. We have one in the bank.
So we thought that'd be a really like cool, like funny, interesting show.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so where are we, Mike? What are we doing?
We are ready to go.
So you're gonna test me if I'm a robot or not?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, well, that might be a way to test.
I have a very quick way to do that. Adrian, do you dream? And he's still there. We're good.
Of electronic sheep.
Yes. Where's the stupid thing where it does the screen and the sharing? You got to double click and then you got to single click, and then you do with this thing, and then you see that, and then I do that, and then I do that, and then we're done.
There you go. Hey,
okay.
That's good. Perfect, Mike.
Right.
The this and the that and the bit.
I'm gonna have to use Notepad for this game, so
That's not a problem. So
wait
yeah,
a minute.
okay.
So we need to write stuff down. Mike, do we have to keep track of something?
Yeah. Write something down.
Okay, I'm ready.
Just to hold on a second here. I need to double check something. Why isn't that there? That's nice. Yeah. It's either Game Master will choose at random a. That is not the correct one. What the hell?
Wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah. Hey, there's no editing on this show.
You know
Yeah.
what I don't? You know what I don't understand? It was like I finished it, I put it away, and now it's not there. Like that's weird. Google.
That was an amazing game, man.
Yeah.
I'm blown away.
Game
The first one was the Invisible Woman.
The second one was Microman. Now all right, so all right, fuck it then. Let's
Just talk about something. Just stall for a second, will you? Stall, will you? Yeah.
all right. So from what I've heard, all right. So hold on, let me go back to this. So from what I've heard, the X-Men
Steel
movie,
hamster song.
the X-Men movie has been getting mixed reviews. There have been some people, some of my friends who are into the X-Men who have seen it and were kind of like, meh. Like it was good, but it wasn't like super good. A couple people did really, really like it.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Cause like, it's literally almost the same thing with Godzilla. It had amazing critic scores, and then when the mass audiences saw it, it just dropped. Like, Godzilla started out at 85%, went down to 75. X-Men was like 95, and it went down to, let me pull it up, Rotten Tomatoes. Getting anything higher than a 70.
It's
Still at 91.
Huh?
it's stilted.
Yeah. So anyway, so X-Men is it's not a slam dunk, but apparently it's good. People like it. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is
It's done
really
better than Godzilla in its first weekend.
dude.
What's
Amazing
up?
Spider-Man 2 is getting raked over the coals though.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of bad reviews.
Here's what's funny is I got into a bit of not an argument, but a hot debate because I took him to see Godzilla. It was his first time seeing it. It was my second time seeing it, and it was just so funny because it was just a classic case of, well, I'm a fan of the franchise and you're a fan of this franchise.
Right.
He didn't hate Godzilla, but like he liked it, but he felt underwhelmed. He gave it a 6.5. I had to admit, after watching it the second time, I would only give Godzilla like a 7.5 out of 10, which means for me, see it once in the theater, maybe buy it on DVD, because obviously deleted scenes. Because there are some things I noticed in the movie, like, wait a minute, there are people in the freaking cast that were not in the movie, which means there's going to be a substantial amount of deleted scenes. So that's why I tell people, if I give something a 7.5 out of 10, watch it in the theater at least once, and maybe, if you think the deleted scenes are worth it, buy the DVD or Blu-ray.
Right.
And he liked Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I fucking hated it. I mean, and I'm a Marvel.
Wait a minute. Is that one of the guys in our forum right now, Junior Carey?
No.
Because he's saying. Oh, all right. He says, I loved it. Shut your face. Spuddy was good.
I'm sorry. Like, here's the thing. I'm man enough to admit, Sam Raimi did kind of. He kind of brainwashed my perspective of how a Spider-Man movie should be, minus Tobey Maguire.
Right.
I still think Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus is the best Spider-Man movie out there. The script was actually fairly tight. Like, granted, there are some cool bits in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but just all the villain cramming was fucking...
Yeah, I don't know what it is with movies these days. They have to fucking cram in all this shit. It's just like, well, this villain and that villain and the hero and the hero's helper and like like the Batman movies do that like crazy. It's just like, well, we're gonna have Two-Face and Joker and and it's like, dude, chill the fuck out. Like, how about one hero, one villain?
There's a reason a lot of classic films of that genre only do one protagonist, one antagonist, because it keeps the script tight.
Yeah,
tight. Structured. Tight like a 19-year-old girl. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But
speaking of Ken, what? I'm sorry. What? Anyway, Mike. What?
Brass lumpy.
Hey, Ken, my man. That's all I got to say about that.
That's right.
So, Mike, are we good now? You got it working?
Yeah, I found the right one.
Okay, how about that? All right, so hold on, let me get it on mic here. All right. So we stalled. Get your shit. Get your freak on.
Come on. There we go. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Yep.
We've been ready.
All right. So this was the 4 movie posters this time. In the event of a tie, the game master will ask an impossibly difficult question which has a numeric answer. A person coming closest to the actual answer will win the tie. Okay, so here we go. Now,
Is it like a Garcia tie? Because I got a lot of nice ties. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
All right. Yeah. We should write these down, right?
Yes, for our audio listeners, we have now that I think about it, a very racial negative picture of a woman in blue face. And I don't think that was actually my fault. So.
What's that with a blue
Really?
face? Shouldn't show
I
them
don't
blue
know.
face.
I apologize. That's
Okay. All right. Next, I think we got
taste.
this. We
All right.
got this one.
There we go. And this one is another. This one is another woman, again in bad taste because she is in moth face. That's all I can say about that.
All right. Next.
And next we have. This is just. This I don't understand this.
Potty humor.
There are some things you should not be doing with your teddy bear, and
Well, at least they have a urinal small enough for the teddy bear.
Well, well, I don't know. I think you still have. Anyway,
depends how big he is. I mean, he might be able
Right.
to flip it up in there.
Who knows? He might be packing.
All I can say is if Paul Cooley's anywhere near that bear, he needs to be scared.
Nice. That's right.
We never did. Oh fuck, missed opportunity.
Yeah, you know what? I can still Skype with Paul, and I can Skype with some other people who we need to do more of that game too.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we got that one locked in, and here is our last one. Like I said, these are all pretty much softballs, and that's why I knew there was going to be a tie. And the next time we play this, I got really good ones that I photoshopped. I guarantee you, you'll enjoy them. Not that these aren't any good. Again, it is. I've learned a lot with Clone Stamp and the blending tool. You know, when I've out of doing this.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. And now, just because I found this on the internet, just as a.
Just number 5.
No.
Oh.
No, this is just.
This is
this is an interlude. This is an interlude collage. Okay. So, can anyone not name this? Can anyone not name this? Speak up. If you. Adrian, can you name this? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. You can't, can you? And he's gone.
No.
That is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Anywho.
With Dr. Frankfurter.
Dr. Frankfurter, yeah.
Number 1. How many people had Advatar?
Advatar.
It sounds like some new.
It's a product placement movie.
No.
Your pause when you go into Blueface.
I had Avatar.
Okay. So we all had Avatar.
Raise your hand if you had Advatar.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, all right. Everyone has a million.
I had Avatar, not Avatar.
Okay. And everyone here, raise your hand if you had Silence of the Lambs. What? Adrian!
Did you have it, Adrian?
Anthony Hopkins awesome. Yeah, it's an awesome movie. I have done a VHS.
No, but okay.
Did you have it
Is
written
it
down?
the audio working?
Yes, but did you have it written down?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you didn't put your hand in.
Yes. I'm lagging.
And this is Ted.
Of course we had that. Come on.
Yeah.
I know you did. Like I said, these are the ones that I had in my bin on Google Drive. I didn't upload the other ones I've done. The 20 other ones I did at work last week. So anyway. Yeah. So there's Ted. And of course we had Tron.
Legacy.
So
Yeah.
everyone had Tron Legacy as well? All right, I had a feeling. So we have a 3-way tie, a menage a tie. Menage a trois. Okay. So, and then I just
Wait,
put...
I won?
No, you did not win. So I just
Oh,
and I
that's
put
cool.
this one in here. Yeah, you like that? I just found that as some little fan art or something. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
And for the tiebreaker, here is the tiebreaker question. Now, very quickly, I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna go down the line. Wait a minute. Let me write this down. Pete, and this guy is Brian.
Obviously.
And the other guy is Adrian.
And we never got the answer to that movie. Brian.
Yeah, right. If you don't get what you need to say to those people fast enough, it's gone. Right?
Yeah.
You can't
It's
be
like
long-winded.
ADD fucking Central.
I know. Okay. All right. So here's the tie-breaking question: how many people survived the sinking of the RMS Titanic? And I mean the original 1914.
14.
Yeah, 1914.
13.
No, it's 14. It was April 14th, 1919.
No, it's 1913 because it was the 100th anniversary last year.
Yeah, what you said. That one, the real ship, not some Doctor Who ship or not some other bullshit ship.
Not the Christmas special on Doctor Who.
All right, so Adrian, you're first. How many people?
1,002,000, 1,000.
2,000.
1,000.
Does that mean 3,000? I'm just going to go with 1,000,000.
That's not a number.
300,000. No, 1,000,000. I don't know what the hell you got.
It's gonna
Brian.
I'm gonna go with 1,400.
1,400. Pete.
I'm gonna say
$1.
$1. No, I'm gonna say because you didn't say, you said the closest to, not the
Right.
over. So I'm gonna say 400.
400. So, surprisingly, the answer and the winner, Peter,
Yeah.
is 706. And since I did say people, I didn't say crew or passengers, but I just
right.
broke it down for you guys to say that there were 492 passengers and 214 crew, making up a total of 706 survivors. And I should have known this. I think there were about 1,400 people on the ship.
That's what I was like.
Yeah. And of that, only 706 survived. And not that I was trying to bring it down, but it was like, oh, that's a cool impossible trivia question that has a number answer that people can get without going over.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this fucker up. Let's do the movie.
Okay.
The movie thing and get done because I'm burned out from con.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to see how well you're doing, Mike, since X-Men came out.
I don't want to say anything other than second place.
Nice.
Bring it up.
I'm bringing it up. Jeez, check this shit out. All right, look at that. Bam!
Ba-bam.
Bam!
Wait a minute.
All right, so here,
Ba-bam.
What's that up? We're still winning?
You are still winning.
Here is the. Let me read this out. All right, just chill for a second. All right, so here is the the 2014 MythWits Summer Movie Draft for this date. What is today's date? Today is the Monday, May the 26th, 2014. Ian Kafis is in a solid last place with $4,202,000.
How many movies does he have on the board?
Hey, not so fast there,
Okay.
Mythwit.
All right,
Pete.
sorry.
You're in a close fifth place with 22,243,000. 14 degrees north has dropped to fourth place with 140,000. 140,533, and Mythwit Brian is in a fight for second place with me at third place with 179,526, and I have jumped thanks to the good people at Marvel at 189,443. Now, that still doesn't mean a bag of dick unless you're Team Deadpool. 586,566. So,
like I said in the last show, you guys should be very fortunate that we're allowing Captain America to be in the draft because April is not fucking summer.
Nah, but
it was in the draft. It was in the 30 movies.
Yeah, that's
However,
why I said, you know what? Whatever. I would still go by the principle saying April is not fucking summer.
As it is right now, if you added up everyone's earnings including Ian's, you could still not come close to their winnings right now, which is just kind of scary. That being said, we know that we have a lot more to go in the draft.
Movie season
and
just
Deadpool,
started.
you're done. You're
tapped out.
You're tapped out.
All your movies are done playing.
All right, so we have.
Honestly, I think Pete's gonna win because for the Million Ways to Die in the West, that's gonna be really good.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not as confident as you are.
Let's. We're gonna check the earnings for that real quick. Right now. Oh no, it doesn't have it. You haven't done any advanced ticket sales. That's not good. Usually, like for me, X-Men: Days of Future Past already had like 50 million in like before Friday. It was like advanced ticket sales, which was kind of insane. Like,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't have good hopes for me. Honestly, from everything I was looking at, I was like, Mike. I think if I had to put my money on anything right now, I'm thinking Mike might. If you don't take it, Adrian, if Team Deadpool doesn't take it, I have a feeling it's going to be Mike because look at what he's got coming. So he's got
talking to me.
Yeah, talking to you. You've got.
What do I have? I have Days of Future Past. Oh,
that's gonna make you.
Man.
Yeah, you're not gonna make shit off that. Transformers. I know you don't feel good about it. I think it's gonna make good money, and I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is gonna make good money.
I mean, X-Men is going to be in it for the long haul.
That's your big movie.
Over this week and next weekend and the weekend after, even because if you look at how what was it? Captain America did. It kind of had a nice jump there, and then it slowly rose up like that for the next 2 weeks. And I think that's where I'm going to be too. I'm going to need to get I'm going to need to get like at least 250-300 million out of it, and I don't know if I'm going to get it.
You do have a nice balance of summer blockbusters. I mean, the only other movies I really have to rely on is a teen movie for Fault in Our Stars and How to Train Your Dragon 2. I got a DreamWorks movie and a teen movie.
But Brian, I think both of those are going to do very well.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm still shocked about the Fault in Our Stars. I mean, because I knew I was going to get that movie because I knew because that book has been so popular at our store for like 2 years. It's still selling. It's still in the bestsellers, and the fact that there's going to be a film on it, and so this draft I've been playing it smart, like a game of chess. I know my ins and outs.
Right.
But I do have faith. I think Mike, you're definitely going to be either first or no lower than second. I don't know where I'm going to be. I have no idea where I'm going to be.
Like Captain America, you say what you want, but I mean it's brought in so far 253 million domestic gross. That's you can't compete with that. The only other thing you got
Hydra.
And listen, you're saying Spider-Man too, but look, 187 million domestic gross so far. That's nothing coming close. The only other thing is Neighbors, 116, and Chef.
Hey Ian, how's Chef doing? You got it on for 16. Go to
the buddy.
Hey, go to the ratio one, the section where they show what you
price?
Yeah, your purchase price.
Yeah, that's what this is here.
No, but what you got back for it. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not on my. I'm sorry. Our audience can't see it because it doesn't quite fit.
Oh, how's that?
Move it over a little bit.
I'm trying. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Okay.
A little bit. Go. All right, stop. Okay. Right there. Yeah, look at that. Jesus.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the one, yours. That is killing it by far. The other woman is just like, worth so much. But you look at Chef, look at his. $262,000 per dollar he spent on it.
What did he spend? He spent $16. Yeah.
Yeah, $16. Oh.
50. So Brian, you've made, and we may do this next year. We may actually have to do this where the winner is actually going to be determined on the gross per purchase price.
That would be good. Cool. I kind of like that.
I mean, this year this year we're totally going gross domestic, just outright.
Yeah.
But now that we've all kind of gotten used to it, maybe we can understand a little bit how these numbers work and say, ooh, if I can get this for $3, that 226 million, just, you know what I mean?
That puts a whole
26
different
million.
swing on the game.
Yeah, right.
And look at let's see. Yeah, my $1 million arm is not doing a whole lot for me. I thought it was going to do better than that. Well, it was Disney. It was a heartfelt story. Blah blah blah.
Thank you. Come again.
Come again. All right, so that's it, right?
That's it. That is the movie draft.
All right, and that is pretty much the show. So I'd like to thank you all for joining us for our talk about BaltiCon there. Hey, Mike, you blacked out. Where the hell are you?
I think he collapsed into himself.
Went into a vortex. But anyway,
Like a neutron star.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us. If you went to BaltiCon and you're listening to this show, because we passed out like a bazillion fucking cards. If you happen to catch up with this show, if you weren't watching it live and you're watching it in repeat, if you have any other things you want to add or whatever, you can check out our website, MythWits.com. You can leave comments. You can leave comments on our YouTube video, or you can email us.
Listen to this. If you have a card that you got from the con that we gave you, or that you picked up from the many places that we, put them,
that we polluted
if you
the place.
have one, and you've tuned in, and you are hearing this right now, and we should say this at the beginning of the next couple of shows, all right? That you should take a picture of it and email it to us, okay? And we will give you some mentioning on the show, something,
Shout out. You'll be famous on the internet for like 4 to 6 seconds.
No, dude, I got it. Let's just skip that. Let's do this. Take a picture, take a selfie. Take a selfie of yourself with the card and post it on our Facebook page.
There you go. All right, do that.
Yeah.
But we will give everyone a shout out on the show if you do that.
All right, cool. All right,
marketing.
Let's wrap this up. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming to the show. See you all. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, so real quick. Next week, I'm going to run the interview I did at Gen Con with the 2 cosplayers, Allegra and Matt. It's a really good interview. You should enjoy that. They will probably be... I'm going to run it live like it's one of these episodes. So I'm actually going to be on there. I'm going to run it, and then I'm going to
we'll get up because we're meeting anyway.
Yeah. So we'll probably be in the chat room. I'm going to try and I think they said that they'll be in the chat room. So if you have any questions, the chat room will be active. Of course, we won't be responding in the show because we're not going to actually be on that. And when their interview is done, that's the end of the show. And then after that, it's going to be like 3 weeks. You're not going to see anything from us.
Well, we were talking about possibly getting on or putting something in the feed. Possibly.
Maybe. You might see some videos appear, but they won't be like regular shows. It might be stuff that we've already recorded that we've edited and we're putting up.
Check the Facebook page. We'll keep everyone posted.
Yeah. But we'll be back first week of July. We'll
try and convince Pete to do a bit with me.
Yeah. Okay. So and just absolutely make sure you check out next week. Come online, check out next week. The interview with those 2 cosplayers is really, really cool. We talked in depth about what it's like to do the cosplay circuit, and what's really good about it is it's not just a girl, it's a girl and a guy, so I get both perspectives. So it's actually really cool because you get a nice balance on the perspective, and they're not real famous, so it's not like interviewing some really famous cosplayer where you get some skewed perspective of what it's like to be a cosplayer. Oh, it's great, people give me shit all the time and blah 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 blah. It's like no, this is these are like real cosplayers aspiring to do more, but they're like the real deal. They're like really down to earth people. So, and it was really good. Had good chemistry with them. They were pretty good.
I met them at Dragon Con, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. All right. So that's it. I'm gonna run the closer, guys. Thanks. Good night, stars. Good night, moon. Blah blah blah. These big hands. Right. All right. Good night.
Kumbaya.
You've just enjoyed the MythWits. Join us for a live broadcast next week and every week. Mondays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you miss our live show, you can always catch the encore episodes and the podcast version at our website and on iTunes.
Make sure to check out our website at MythWits.com. And of course, visit us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and iTunes. MythWits is a Studio187.com production and is protected under an attribution, non-commercial, no derivatives, Creative Commons work. You can download and share it with whoever you like. Just don't change it and don't try to make money with it. Make sure to check out Studio187.com for more cool stuff. See you next week.